Hi everyone, in this we will learn how a D flip-flop can be used as a frequency divider by 2. This is one of the most commonly used circuit in digital electronics for generating a clock signal with half the frequency of the input clock. Let's understand how it works. First, let's look at the circuit. We have a D flip-flop with an input clock labeled as CLK. The important part of this circuit is that the complement output Q bar is connected back to the D input. The normal output Q is taken as the output clock labeled as CLK divided by 2. This feedback connection is what makes the circuit works as a frequency divider. Now let's understand its operation. A D flip-flop copies the value present at the D input to the Q output on every rising edge of the clock. Since the D input is connected to Q bar, the flip-flop always loads the opposite of its current output. As a result, the output keeps toggling between 0 and 1 on every rising edge of the input clock. Now let's verify this using the timing diagram. The top waveform represents the input clock. Notice that the output changes state only at every rising edge of the input clock. The output stays high for one complete cycle and low for the next complete cycle. This means it takes two input clock cycle to complete one output cycle. Therefore, the output frequency is equal to the input frequency divided by 2. For example, if the input clock is 100 MHz, the output becomes 50 MHz. In other words, the frequency is always reduced by a factor of 2. So this circuit is widely used in digital systems like clock generation and digital counters. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.